everybody? This is Johnnie Geathers. Welcome to another JG Mental Health Fridays. Hope all of you are having a great day so far, and you just got your day started. I hope you have a great day. Today's topic was a request by someone, and I want to appreciate you for giving me this topic. You know who you are. But today's topic is on masking. So when it comes to masking and figuring out what does it mean and the aspect of masking, is basically hiding your true self. And what I want to do when I talk about masking, I'm going to give you two different examples of masking and also how it just affects us as individuals and how it affects society as a whole. So, as I already stated before, masking is basically hiding your true self, hiding who you really are as an individual. And within the particular aspects of masking, we do it based on personality and we do it within our own mental health. So first I'm going to start off with masking personality. So with masking personality, that's where you are changing your expression of yourself. So for example, some people might change the way they communicate with other people instead of communicating how they really, how they really do with their close friends and things like that. Also, another aspect of changing the personality is where you're hiding what you love to do. So trying to please others. So in the aspect you're saying, okay, I'm gonna please this person and I'm gonna just hide what I really like to do. But in the end, you're really hurting yourself because you're trying to please someone else, but you're not really getting the qualities and the things that you want to do within yourself. So you're hurting yourself more and not really showing your true self, letting people know this is what you like to do. This is the things that you love to do. And giving, the individuals that you hang out with that sense of aspect to say, oh, I might like this stuff too. But you're not really revealing your true self into saying, okay, you like these things and showing people another side of you and things like that. Another aspect of masking is masking and mental health. And I feel this is really important because it stands out a lot in our society. It stands out a lot in media and other different aspects. So masking and mental health, in which the person that gave me this topic to talk about actually gave me an example of how the recent, Miss USA that committed suicide earlier this year, how in the media they threw out the word masking a lot and how that individual is masking what they really are going through. So when it comes to masking and mental health, it's mainly individuals suppressing their symptoms of what they really are going through. And with that aspect, when someone is suppressing their symptoms, they kind of suppress it because they want to feel normal. They want to feel like they are still, upon that status quo of what society looks at as normal. They still want to stand amongst their peers. They still want to stand amongst their family members and not want to be judged and don't want to look, indifferent and stuff. But the more that an individual suppress some symptoms, the more that they're fighting themselves. And, when you're suppressing your symptoms and fighting within yourself, that kind of leads more into the aspects of trauma, that leads more into suicide, that leads more into your illnesses actually flaring up more because you are hiding what you're really feeling and what you're really going through instead of acknowledging what you're really going through and also getting the help that you need and stuff. But with that standpoint with mental health, it kind of goes back to that stigma that we all had to say, okay, if you have a mental health diagnosis or you're being seen by someone, a therapist, a counselor, a psychiatrist, and those things, you automatically deemed as looked at as crazy. But what we really need to say is that you're not really crazy. You're not crazy. You're not, a particular label. It's basically you're getting the tools and things that you need to be able to thrive through life. And with individuals that are masking and suppressing their symptoms of what they're actually dealing with when it comes to mental health, it affects them. But also in the aspect, it not just affect them, it affects the people around them too. Everything runs as a system. So Whenever that individual is getting affected, it kind of spreads to their family members, it kind of spreads to their friends, but also it spreads within society because society doesn't know what you're going through. Society doesn't really know how to help you out because you're hiding what you're really holding in on the inside. And this is a time that you got to be able to speak up and share what you're really going through, but also not be afraid to say, okay, I'm going through this. Let me get the help that I need so I can be a better me and such. But again, masking is an aspect where you're hiding your true self. You can either do masking through personalities and then also masking your mental health. Also, another thing that we need to look at when it comes to masking is that sometimes we can mask our emotions as well. Sometimes we individuals could be like, well, I'm good right now, but deep down inside they're hurting. Deep down inside they're mad. Deep down inside they're sad. But they don't want to really dig deep into their feelings because they don't want to be ostracized or looked down upon of what they're feeling. But what I want to say is that your feelings and your emotions are valid. We all have feelings. We all go through things, and it's important for us to share what we're going through instead of holding it in and instead of bottling it up. Because the more that you hold your emotions in and the more that you bottle your emotions out, you never know, you might react in a different time, react in a different situation and react in a moment that is going to affect you, but also affect people around you. But the coping exercise I want to leave you with when it comes to masking is to learn to accept yourself. And the reason why I want to say that because accepting yourself is a process. You're not going to be able to be like, all right, I accept myself right now. Things change within our lifespan. Things change within yourself. And you got to be able to learn how to accept your likes, accept your dislikes, accept what what you went through within your life, accept the challenges that you've been through, accept your diagnosis, accept, your emotions, just accept everything within yourself because there is only one you. No one can change who you are except yourself. No one can make you do the things you do except yourself. And with you, whenever you're able to learn how to accept yourself, other people will accept you too. You don't have to please others. You don't have to, live up to the hype of saying, okay, I'm going to do this because I want someone to be near me. You got to be able to accept yourself, accept yourself internally, externally. And when you feel that, that confidence and that self-esteem within yourself, it will show amongst others. So learn to accept yourself. And that's all I want to leave you with today. Again, I want to appreciate the individual that gave me this topic on masking. You already know who you are. If you have any words or topics that you want me to address on JG Mental Fridays, you can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to check out all the videos on there. Also, go on my website through Wix where you can check out the videos on there, learn more about me, listen to different podcast episodes I've been a part of. Check out the articles I did for Healthful Living magazine and ways to connect with me for speaking engagements and other opportunities. Again, I appreciate all of you for your love and support, and we only got a few more videos left until we close out this year. I want to say I do appreciate all of you riding along with me within this journey. My last video that I will be doing for this year will be on December 16th, because around that time, that's the weekend before my birthday, because as you know, my birthday is on Christmas Eve, and I take that time just to celebrate my birthday, celebrate Christmas, and just enjoy, the winter break. And then I'll start off again within the new year. I still don't have a date on when I'm starting within the new year. I'm still trying to decide if I do want to start on January 1st, like I normally do, or if I want to just give it more extra time. But I'm definitely starting in January. I just don't know when that will be for next year with JG Mental Health Fridays. But again, I do appreciate all of you. And now I'm going to leave you with the closing message. Reflect on the positives, plan ahead, and relax. RPR. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Be well. Be blessed. And peace.